let's talk a little bit more about what will remain on the Fed's radar in the coming year. Joining us right now is Chris Campbell, Chief Strategist at Duff Phelps Institute. Chris is also the former Assistant Treasury Secretary for Financial Institutions as part of the Trump administration. Thank you for being here.
Of course, good to be here.
So this is a sign that all things are go. There's a green light, or is this a yellow light?
No, I think that the Fed's obviously look at the economy and they see that we're in a good spot. I mean, a relatively good spot. And I think that they're leaving rates unchanged. I think it's a good signal that we're going to be at a place where we're going to be these rates probably through the end of the next year.
And for so long we've talked about how the Fed looks at the China trade war, how the Fed looks at what's going on in Europe. We talked about, what Christine Lagarde may or may not say later today. Does it no longer matter?
I don't know.
Was this all noise the whole time?
I've always thought so. I worked the deals, inside deals in Washington for a long time, and I think it's always been all of this is noise. We take the long game when negotiating some, the important things of the economy. But
are you a believer though that any of this has been a drag on the economy?
Well, it doesn't appear that way in the United States.
Well, life is relative, though.
That's true.
Right.
That's true. But I'm not very envious of Lagarde's inbox. I think she has some real challenges over there. I think it's going to be interesting to see what she says. But I think here at home, the Fed almost never intervenes in an election year. And so I think, again, at least on the interest rate policy, I think we're going to see steady states for the next year.
One of the things that people talk about election years is capital spending.
Yep.
And if you get into a race where it feels like there's a race of sorts, that people often sit on their hands because they say to themselves, I'm going to wait this out, try to figure out what's about to happen, because who knows who's going to win. What's your expectation there? I think personally, the president's going to get reelected, and I think that we're going to be in a good, again, we're going to see this for another 5 years, and so. And by the way, this capital spending story, the sit on your hands capital spending story won't be a story. If everybody believes that President Trump will continue to be the president, if that's the conventional, obvious wisdom throughout next year, I assume the green light will be on for everything, because just why not?
I think if I were a betting man, I'd bet on that. I think at the end of the day, it's going to come down to a race, right? It's going to be President Trump against somebody, and whoever that somebody is going to be, it's going to be a very interesting race. I think it's going to be a challenging race. Right. But I think at the end of the day, it's going to be that personality. And so if it's, the Democrats tend to, if they're going to go far left, it's going to be a challenge, I think, in the states that matter. And so I think the smart money up here in New York is going to be, I think the president's likely to get reelected. Is what I'm hearing a lot of from our clients.